The corner, the corner, the corner.
Hey, welcome. Come on into Cousin Ed's Corner. This podcast is where you'll find real, authentic conversation, organic conversation, unscripted, unfiltered conversation, like you're home with your cousin. It's all about life. It's about finance. It's about spirituality. It's about love and everything in between. I'm your host, Cousin Ed. I'm excited to bring you along on this journey. So sit back and listen in as we dive into a wide range of topics. I have some diverse guests coming on with an array of thoughts and opinions. My goal is to create a space all for us to connect and communicate. It's not really about me. It's about the community as a whole. Let's enjoy it. Let's sit back. Let's think about our past. Let's move into our future. It's about
The corner, the corner, the corner. So no matter how you cut it or slice it, we're all here together. I'm just here to give you a piece of my heart, my mind, my soul, and my mentals. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another episode of Cousin Ed's Corner. The corner, the corner, the corner. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. What's going on, fam? What's going on, fam? It's your boy, Cousin Ed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We're back with another one, Cousin Ed's Corner. Over here, it is Wind Down Wednesday. Wind Down Wednesday, Cousin Ed's Corner. Hopefully, everybody's doing well. Want to thank everybody for all of the well wishes, all of the comments, all of the DMs. Thank y'all for being a part of this community. Thank you for following, and sharing the show. Following, and sharing the show. Please continue to share the show with your friends, family, and loved ones. Making sure that even a stranger knows about Cousin Ed's Corner. So, example, I had my UPS guy. Not even wasn't my UPS guy came by. I said, "Hey, you listen to podcasts?" He was like, "Yeah, that's all I listen to all day." So I gave him my podcast, but I also gave him two other ones. So be sure to share the show with other people to keep this community going. All right. This might be a short one, might be a long one, I'm not sure, but I was just talking to somebody and I was thinking about how all of this got started. And sometimes God places things in your path for a reason. And you may not always figure out things on your own. So in my message of winding down and relaxing, and I want to say let God take his way. Let him have his way. Right? I never knew 4 years ago now, that I'll be doing a show consistently to this level. I never even thought about it. Being on a show previously, Mr. Moody's Neighborhood, being part owner of that NDN Next Door Neighbor Radio, I didn't see myself in front of the mic as much as I am now, except for, helping to produce a show. And when I let it go for some time, it all came back. So for those who don't know the story, my cousin Moody gave me the name Cousin Ed, right? He's like, "Yo, Cousin Ed, Cousin Ed, Cousin Ed," on the show. This is Mr. Moody's Neighborhood. And we did the show for 7-8 years, right? Unfortunately, Moody had a health scare. He's 100% right now, so God bless him. But we took a hiatus for a little bit. And when he came back from that hiatus, we decided for him to do the shows, solo, and I lend a voice to the show. I was lending Cousin Ed's Corner to the show. Every so often, I would send him shows and have a piece of Mr. Moody's Neighborhood, corner of Mr. Moody's Neighborhood. And that's how Cousin Ed's Corner came about. So I was always Cousin Ed on the show. Cousin Ed's Corner would be part of Mr. Moody's Neighborhood. And as he did shows, I would lend certain shows to Jeff is Moody and Jeff is Moody and Mr. Moody's Neighborhood. All right, so fast forward, I'm doing guest appearances, guest shows, and I'm sending them to friends, family, and loved ones Easter time, Christmas time, special occasions, election, whatever I was, felt in the moment, I would send a show out to people, right? And this is right around COVID, right after COVID. I was in a group and we started doing a motivational Monday show. Me and another gentleman, y'all may have heard him on the show before, Destrian Wells. We started doing a motivational Monday show. And as we was doing that motivational Monday show, it became popular. It became well liked amongst our community, that was a pretty large community, but our community at the time. We would bring on guests and we were just trying to help the community that we were in. Big up Global Vex Trade Club. The community we were in helped everyone in the community gain knowledge about things that they may not know about, things that we had a chance to experience in corporate America, in life, in fatherhood, being a brother, bringing on sisters, bringing on therapists. We had a chance to bring people on that show, or that time slot. From there, part of Cousin Ed's Corner was birthed again, right? God is planting these seeds, right? He's just, Mr. Moody's neighborhood. Me doing it, figuring out how to produce a show, figuring out how to record a show, figuring out the platforms to put it on. Coming forward, me being a part of another group and saying, hey, I have an idea for this Monday show. Let's put it out. At the same time, sharing with friends and family. But I shared it in another group, totally separate, about being a vegan. I was in a vegan group, and I shared one of the shows that I did on Monday in that group. And a young lady named Terrelyn Michelle, big up to Terrelyn, she heard the episode and said, hey, what are you doing with this? And I said, I'm just sending to friends and family. She was like, no, you need to take this seriously. You need to really, the world needs to hear this. And I was like, why do you think that? She was like, this is what I do for a living. And I heard some of her commentary in the chat group, and I could hear her voice was polished. I said, okay, let me find out more about her. And I went looking her up and found out she had her own radio show. She's been on several other radio shows, and she was serious about it. This is what she does for a living, and she actually coaches other people in this arena. So I said, okay, tell me, what should I get to do this show? Like, what do you have? What are you recording on? What kind of mic? What kind of system? Because before I was doing everything on the phone.
Thank you.
She was like, hey, listen, get this, you'll be able to do it. And she said, once you get these few little items, you'll be able to produce your own show. So I went ahead and ordered a couple things, my mixer, my mics, and I said, those who know me, if I put money behind it, I'm definitely going to do it, right? And I started doing Cousin Ed's Corner, and I started off with a motivational Monday show. Now, did I know that I was going to come back on Wednesday and do another show? No, but I love doing it. And I came back on Wednesday with this Wind Down Wednesday. And then I was like, hey, I love doing it. Friday came around, I said, thank God for Terrelyn, thank God for Moody, thank God for everything. Thank God it's Friday, thank God. I said, thank God for everything. And it sparked thank God for everything on Fridays. It's been 4 seasons now of Cousin Ed's Corner, and I cannot believe how far this show has come, how far it has brought me over these years. I can't believe the people that I had a chance to meet over these years. It's been amazing. And I say all that to say that I wasn't trying to find this, but it found me. And it's been a passion of mine. It is a passion of mine for all this time. So as you unwind and think about all of the things that you have been searching for or what's next, God has the ultimate plan of what's next. And He'll put things in your path, and it's your decision if you're going to act on it or not. He puts people in your path, and it's your decision if you're going to let them help you or hinder you. Some people out here are just angels and they want to help you. I did not have any clue what podcasting was. Moody said, I want to put a show out. What kind of show? He said, I want to do like radio. I went looking and found out, okay, podcast is something new. This is 2007, 2008. Podcast is something new that's coming out right now. Let's do a podcast. I had no idea that in the community that I was in, that I wanted to speak to people. I was a leader in the group, and I wanted to speak to them because I know they needed more. As being a leader, I know that what I've learned, many of them didn't get a chance to learn. God put Terrell and Michelle in my path, and I didn't know that somebody else was going to spark this in me and hear something that I was giving away for free. And I'm still it's for free, but I didn't give it away to have somebody come back and tell me that, you know, it's something I need to do for real. I was just sharing who I am. Listen, be genuine. God will keep blessing you. Hey, it's your boy Cousin Ed. I'm out of here. I had to speak on that because it's just something about things that things that God put in front of you, how you may not realize what He's preparing you for. You may not realize what God is preparing you for. Have a great one. Peace.
Thank you for listening to Cousin Ed.